Saturday, February 6th, we returned the boat to Sunsail at about 10:15 a.m. We checked the boat in, got our gear off, and by 11 o'clock already, we were in a taxi headed to the west end of Tortola to get the 12 o'clock ferry to Red Hook. Before arriving in Red Hook, which is on the east end of St. Thomas, the U.S. Virgin Islands, we had to check in at U.S. Custom on St. John. After being cleared, we boarded the same ferry to make the final leg to Red Hook. Sunday was a pretty laid-back day. Dave and Sharon visited bloggers they follow, Tasha and Ryan, on their catamaran Cheeky Monkey. Last fall, they sailed their boat from France to the Caribbean. It was great meeting them and learning from them about how they did it. Then it was off to explore St. Thomas on their local open-air transportation system called Safari. It was a great way to see the island and experience the type of people who live there. We had wanted to rent a car, but we used the Safari instead. didn't see as many fish at Maho Beach, but we saw a number of sea turtles and stingrays in the water. Here they come back to shore. Driving on St. John's was a very different experience, as the roads were very hilly and curvy, but you also had to drive on the other side of the road. Check out some of these clips.
Yeah, this should be considered a haircut, along with that one. Yeah, two.
At Trunk Bay, there is an underwater snorkeling trail that guides you around the various coral and fish. It probably was more fun in concept, but wasn't really that big of a deal. However, we had many fish come even closer to us, as you'll see in these clips. I should also add that we almost never made it to this beach, as someone driving our rental Jeep pulled in the parking lot the wrong way and was almost apprehended and locked in jail. But his smooth talking and debonair personality got him out of it, allowing us to enjoy the beach. We reluctantly took a taxi to the airport to leave. We loved being able to go through Charlotte-Amalie one more time. What a great vacation with great people. For those of you who want a tour of the 41-foot Jeannot sailboat we rented, keep watching. This section may be more for us, but you're more than welcome to check this part out.
All right, it is February 6th, and before we leave this boat, I'm going to give you a little tour of the boat. Jason is at the helm waiting until the motor fires up, wing take off. This is one wheel over on this side. I'll walk around to the back side. See, there he goes. Fingertip control. And
Power steering.
that's it. Chart plotter in the middle. Raymarine hybrid touch. Don't know what that means, but anyways, and here is the starboard wheel with the controls. And then off the back end, of course, walkout transom. Very nice transom. The swim ladder comes out of there. We have all our fenders tied up there, and it's just very nice. And of course, our ever faithful charcoal grill did absolutely fantastic on our trip. Now it's going to kind of be into the sun a little bit, but you can see our the cockpit table. Each side folds up, and then we're going to walk into the companionway. You can see we actually had the Dodger down almost all of the time. A couple times we put it up. But it worked out really, really nice being able to have access to being outside and looking all over. Alright, so now we're going to go down inside, and Patty and Sharon are getting ready to pack up and making sandwiches for lunch today inside the salon. It really has worked out well. Here's Sharon in the galley.
Making ham sandwiches for lunch.
Ham sandwiches for lunch. Right underneath where she is working is our freezer, which really worked out quite well. And we have the oven and the stove over there. Did well. Well, the oven didn't actually stay lighted. Anyways, and the whole sink area, salon area. We played cards one time. All right, now we're going to go into. Well, I got to show you on this side. Some of the cupboards open, but the nav table, all the controls and everything worked out really well. And up top we have, the screens kind of hang down, but we have one of the hatch openings, really a lot of light through. And on the sides there are huge windows you can see out. So that was really cool to be able to see out there as well as we could. And then on the other side, the big catamaran next to us.
And during the swells, we could see water rushing.
And we could see water, yeah. Well, when we had the rail in the water a couple times, okay, maybe we didn't have the rail in the water. But anyways,
Almost.
we're going to now have to do a little step down into the forward berth.
Excuse the mess.
Yeah, pardon the mess. Yeah, ours is messy too. And really a fair amount of size in here. Hopefully they slept well. They're not saying that they didn't. And so obviously things are packed as we're getting ready to leave, but really worked out well. Up above they had just a huge, great hatch as well. And then windows on the side. They have, if I can get back here, a hanging locker where they stored a lot of stuff. And let me close this, and this is their head, which I think was good size as well. Nice sink. Really, things work well. Unfortunately, last night we finally ran out of water. 140 gallons, all used up. We didn't need to get any more, so we're kind of scrimping a little bit on water, but it did well. So now we're going to go back, and the last thing, I guess,
Yeah, well, we do have two big ones.
is we're going to go into the aft berth, and there are two entries to the left and to the right. one of the ways we'll go this way is actually through the aft head, which worked out really well. And little shower unit in there
Extra for cheese or
worked out well.
Whichever, I didn't know when.
And then in this side goes into the aft. If I can get down and the light doesn't blow it away. The aft cabin. And there's I don't know if you can see a hanging lacquer over here. And yeah, kind of a whole desk area. We stored things in there as well as all along the side. And it really worked out very well. Nice lamps in here. A lot of space and kind of a walk through. The engine is right underneath here. Underneath that cabinet. And then another hanging locker over here. Fans all over the place. And so there really was a lot of space in here. And that was cool. And then here, to go out the other way if you want to, go back into the galley. And there's the lovely Sharon making lunch. Full circle. So, we come back out.
No.
That is the tour of the boat. We go back up. And we go back out. Just for the fun of it, while we have a little bit of time, we'll go up on the deck. Now, the sun is kind of bright, but maybe it'll show. There's the hatch over the main salon, a bunch of side hatches, and then up to the front of the bow, there's the hatch into the forward berth. And of course, then our mooring is tied up. We're in Norman Island as we're doing this, and getting ready to head back to Sunsail. That is the boat. It's really nice. The lines are all run underneath the fiberglass, and so they all run to the back. And so it's been relatively well thought out, I guess. We had to run the main halyard and the jib halyard off of one winch on each side, so that was different, but we got the hang of it. That is the boat. It has worked out very well. We did a lot of sailing. Now back to Sunsail and turn the boat in.